Hey guys, this is Jonathan from Fitness for Freedom. Today we are covering the ab wheel, why I like it or why I don't like it, and what it's good for. So as you can see, the ab wheel is a wheel like you would get off of a kid's tricycle, and it's just got a little axle in between with a little handle on it. And you use it to do 2 ab exercises, which we're gonna get to in a minute. All right, so the ab wheel is really only good for a couple of exercises. One is a straight out ab exercise, so rectus abdominis or 6-pack muscle, or you can go out to the side a little bit on an angle, and then you target a little bit more of your obliques, which are on your side. If that's too easy, then you can get a little bit fancy and do the exact same motions, except from your hands and feet, which you can see by how much more I'm trying to do that it's quite a bit harder and a lot more challenging to do them that way. And you have a pretty high probability of falling on your face, which I don't think anyone likes to do. So that's actually a really good segue into the risks of this exercise. And that is, it's actually really hard to do this exercise properly. It's really great for your abdominal muscles and you can feel it a lot, but if you even mess up a little bit on your form, then there's a good chance you could hurt your back or fall on your face, like I said earlier. So when you go down, a really common mistake that I see people make when they do this exercise is that they let their hips sag down and then they try to pull the ab wheel back in towards them. And when you do that, that hyperextends your lower back, which puts a lot of strain on the ligaments in your lower back. So you could hurt your back. And when you do it from your hands or your feet, then that risk gets exponentially increased on the when you go out, because it's that much harder of an exercise to do. All right, so you can get the ab wheel online or in a fitness store. They cost about $10 to $20 depending on the type that you get. Most of them are, I would say, of a medium quality, whether you get 1 wheel or 2 wheels. It doesn't really matter. The quality doesn't change as far as I can tell, or from what I've seen. If you want to pay $30 or $40, you might get one that's super sturdy, but it's definitely not worth $30 or $40 to buy one of these items, because they are a one-trick pony. Which brings us to the pros and cons of this piece of equipment. So the biggest con for this is that it's really easy to hurt yourself when you're using the ab wheel. Just by letting your hips sag down a little bit can really put a lot of extra strain on your back. And the difference between the earliest or the easier progression of this exercise and the harder progression is astronomical. There really needs to be a bridge in between of an exercise that you can do that is a little bit easier, and but you can't do them with this particular piece of equipment. And all that being said, even the earliest progression of this exercise is still pretty challenging to do. You might have to stay in a quadruped or on all fours and just pull your arms out and back in so that you don't hurt yourself. Now, some of the pros on this list are, it hurts your abdomen a lot. So if you do it properly and you're a seasoned exerciser, you're not worried about hurting yourself, then you can really get that shredded feeling in your abdomen when you use this piece of exercise equipment. And if that's what you're looking for, then that's why I would recommend getting this piece of equipment. Otherwise, I actually wouldn't recommend getting the ab roller. I would recommend getting a stability ball or just doing a hand plank walkout with just your body, because those exercises are just as hard to do and they don't require the wheel. Plus, the stability ball has way more versatility, as in there's tons of other exercises that you can do, and it's only marginally more expensive than the ab wheel. I'm going to give the ab wheel 1 star, finger star, out of 5 finger stars, because you can only do 2 exercises with it, and it's just not a versatile enough piece of equipment for you to use. So if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the box below. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, because we love the love. So take care, and we'll talk to you next time. For some of the pros on this list is that it is probably one of the harder exercises that... We're on pros and cons?
No.
And I almost fell on my face. If I'd gone out even just a quarter of an inch further, then I wouldn't have been able to come back in and I might have hurt my back. So that's what you can use this